Long before modern nations rose and fell, mighty civilizations shaped the world we know today. From the fertile valleys of Mesopotamia, where writing and cities first emerged, to the timeless wonders of ancient Egypt along the Nile, and the sophisticated societies of the Indus Valley and China's Yellow River, humanity's earliest civilizations laid the foundations of culture, science, and governance. These ancient worlds may be thousands of years old, but their legacy still echoes through our modern lives. Today, we will talk about the oldest civilizations in the world. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The dawn of civilization. Civilization is the story of humanity's journey from scattered tribes to organized societies. The earliest civilizations emerged around 4000 to 3000 BCE, when humans began to develop writing systems, agriculture, cities, and social hierarchies. These societies flourished along fertile river valleys, which provided food, water, and transportation. The concept of civilization includes not only cities, but also complex institutions such as governance, religion, trade, and education. From the banks of the Nile and the Tigris to the Indus and the Yellow River, early people laid the foundations of modern human society. These ancient civilizations contributed to mathematics, astronomy, architecture, and governance, shaping the destiny of generations to come. Their legacies continue to influence our modern world, reminding us that the roots of progress are deeply anchored in the wisdom of the past. 2. Mesopotamian civilization, the cradle of civilization. Mesopotamia, often referred to as the cradle of civilization, was located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in modern-day Iraq, Syria, and parts of Turkey. Emerging around 3500 BCE, it was home to Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. The Sumerians are credited with inventing cuneiform, the world's first known writing system, which they used to record laws, trade, and literature such as the Epic of Gilgamesh. Mesopotamians built ziggurats, massive temple structures dedicated to their gods, and introduced the concept of city-states like Uruk and Ur. They also developed the first legal codes, irrigation systems, and advancements in mathematics and astronomy. The Code of Hammurabi, written by the Babylonian king, became one of the earliest examples of written law. Mesopotamia's innovation in governance, literature, and architecture set a precedent for all civilizations that followed. 3. Ancient Egyptian civilization, the gift of the Nile. The Egyptian civilization, flourishing around 3100 BCE along the Nile River, remains one of history's most fascinating and enduring societies. The Nile's predictable flooding provided fertile soil for agriculture, enabling Egypt to sustain a prosperous and stable population. The Egyptians developed hieroglyphic writing, a complex system of pictorial symbols used for recording history, religion, and governance. Pharaohs, seen as divine rulers, commissioned monumental structures like the Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx, showcasing their architectural brilliance and religious devotion. Egyptian society was deeply spiritual, believing in the afterlife and mummification to preserve the body for eternity. Their medical knowledge, calendar systems, and engineering marvels influenced later civilizations. The civilization endured for more than 3,000 years, leaving behind an immense legacy of art, architecture, and written records that continue to captivate historians and archaeologists worldwide. 4. The Indus Valley Civilization, the enigma of the East. The Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, flourished between 2600 and 1900 BCE in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. Centered around the cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, it was one of the most advanced urban cultures of its time. The Indus people built meticulously planned cities with grid-like layouts, advanced drainage systems, and standardized brick sizes, indicating remarkable engineering and administrative efficiency. They engaged in extensive trade with Mesopotamia, exchanging goods like beads, metals, and textiles. Despite their advancements, much about this civilization remains a mystery, since their script has not yet been deciphered. Archaeological findings suggest a peaceful society with little evidence of warfare. 5. Ancient Chinese civilization, the land of the Yellow River. The roots of Chinese civilization trace back to the fertile plains of the Yellow River, Huanghe, where the earliest dynasties such as the Xia, Shang, and Zhou rose between 2100 and 771 BCE. The Shang dynasty introduced bronze metallurgy, oracle bone inscriptions, and early forms of Chinese writing. The Zhou period saw the emergence of philosophical traditions, like Confucianism and Taoism, shaping China's moral and social fabric for millennia. Agriculture, silk production, and sophisticated pottery defined daily life. The Chinese developed innovations such as paper, the compass, and gunpowder, centuries ahead of other cultures. Their reverence for ancestors and emphasis on family and harmony became central to East Asian culture. 6. Ancient Mesopotamian neighbors, Elam and Assyria. Alongside the great cities of Mesopotamia, smaller yet influential cultures like Elam and Assyria played vital roles in shaping ancient history. Elam, located in present-day southwestern Iran, was one of the earliest urban civilizations, flourishing as early as 2700 BCE. It developed its own language, script, and architectural styles while maintaining close ties with Sumer and Akkad through trade and warfare. Assyria, meanwhile, rose to prominence in northern Mesopotamia. By 900 BCE, it had established one of the most formidable empires in the ancient world, known for its military organization, iron weaponry, and monumental palaces. The Assyrians built libraries, including the Great Library of Ashurbanipal at Nineveh, which preserved thousands of clay tablets. 7. The Minoan Civilization, Europe's first great culture. The Minoan civilization emerged around 2700 BCE on the island of Crete in the Aegean Sea. Considered Europe's first advanced civilization, the Minoans developed impressive palaces such as Knossos, with complex plumbing and decorative frescoes. They were skilled seafarers and traders, maintaining connections with Egypt, the Near East, and mainland Greece. The Minoan script, known as Linear A, remains undeciphered, but their art reveals a society that valued nature, religion, and possibly equality between genders. The civilization thrived for nearly a millennium before declining around 1450 BCE, possibly due to volcanic eruptions or invasions by the Mycenaeans. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.